Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're all having a wonderfully good week. I hope it's been uplifting at times or moments. And we are going to dive in with messages from our angels and guides that have been wanting to send us messages, wanting to send us their loving, kind messages. So let us get started here. These are flying all over the place today. These are everywhere. Our first card is about surrender and surrendering. Remain positive about the future of our planet. Have you been worried? I worry all the time. For this is all part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive that exists in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. I personally find this to be very difficult, especially if we're caught up in the news cycle and all the doom that we hear. Now, that doesn't mean we should do nothing. Of course, I don't believe that that's their guidance and message. I think that they're hoping that you understand that things are in cycles and phases, even if you can't sense that just yet. So that's our first message. Intriguing. Our next one is about having compassion. Dear one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing that you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your negative perceptions. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. For those of you who find yourself critical of yourself, and maybe you don't realize you're doing this, because I feel for some of you, it's rooted in your childhood, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. And this may show up as perfectionism, overachieving, all these kinds of things. Or for those of you who feel like, well, I can't move to the next stage or move forward like I would like to because I feel like I haven't done enough or I'm not enough. All those things are the same message of feeling like you're not worthy. And your guides want you to know that you are absolutely worthy. You don't have to wait for something. You don't have to do anything else. You are loved by the universe, by the divine, just as you are. And I hope you know that. And our next message is about blessings. Love, light, and blessings. Through this, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. You have been lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite internal you. So wonderful, great things coming your way. I think that I hear some of you are going to feel like something is a bonus, or like bonuses. Could be monetary, it could just be like just something that you didn't think would happen, or you weren't going to manifest it. But great things are coming your way. Do know you are deserving of this. Do know that you are deserving of this, especially for those of you who struggle with feelings of guilt or feeling like you're not enough. They want you to know that you are enough, and that great things are coming your way. So awesome. Now, we're going to see what Archangel Michael wants to tell us. Now, if you don't work with Archangel Michael yet, I hope you consider it. So he is the warrior guide, right? So he helps to shield us, make us feel safe. So all of us have guides, right, about us. And then some of us have guides assigned to us at birth. And they're always with you. And there's more than one, of course. And Archangel Michael is a guide for a lot of people. He's one of my main guides. Helps to protect you, helps you feel like there is light in darkness. And let's see what messages he wants to give us. First message is that there is love all around you. Eternal love. There is love all around you. And his prayer for you is that you feel that love and that you feel safe receiving love, okay? Especially for those of you who have struggled with feeling unworthy, as we heard from our cards earlier. There is a message here for us to really understand that we are a miracle in our own right, and they want us to know that. They want us to feel like, hey, you are special, right? So that is his first message, to let you know that there is love all within you, right? And then this next one is, if you have been wondering if you are moving about in the right path, you are. He's saying that you are on the right path. And if you are uncertain about your path, this is a good time where you can call upon Archangel Michael to help you and to give you clear guidance and for leading you in a way that is safe and to help give you courage. If you call upon Archangel Michael, he will be with you instantly. Right? So you can just call him in your head, Archangel Michael, say, please help me feel safe, or I feel fearful or scared, and he will be there with you instantaneously. That's how you can have him help you as a guide. And he wants to help you, but you must invite him, right? So you have to invite him in because we have free will. So invite him in to help you, okay? And again, be easy on yourself. Have compassion for yourself. We are getting the same messages repetitively because they're trying to beat it into us. But be good to yourself, right? Be gentle. If you're using words that are unkind to yourself, try to catch yourself when you're doing that and refrain from doing that. Because just as you are gentle and kind, like I know you are with one another, take that care for yourself also. So do be kind and gentle with yourself. Again, I hear that some of you are really struggling with feelings of shame or guilt, and you need to let that go. You need to let that go because you're not going to have true inner peace if you keep holding on to that. And again, your guides can help you work through that. Okay, it doesn't recognize, if you've done a misdeed, it doesn't, you still recognize it, but you don't need to replay it over and over again. So, work on those feelings of unworthiness and be kind to yourself during this time period. That's really important right now. Now we're going to move on to an herbal astrology card and see what herb we get. Now, if you garden, let me know. I love gardening. I've been a little bit slowed down with my injury this year, but gardening is a favorite of mine. I grow, with my mom, who's like a master gardener, a lot of herbs. I have a lot of flowers and a lot of herbs. I do some vegetables, but I'm not always great with the vegetables because there is a groundhog who's been living here. He's been squatting in my backyard under my shed for a while. And, he needs a home just like everyone else. So we haven't evicted him because he's just like everybody else. He's just looking for a place in the world, right? So he eats stuff, though, in the yard. So he eats the vegetables. This year, my tomatoes did not do well. I don't know if other people had issues too, but they were still green even late into the season. I don't know if that's because of the climate change or what, but so anyway, if you garden and you do winter gardening, I do not winter garden though, but I would love to get started. If you grow something amazing, please drop me something in the comments if it's easy to grow in the winter. I tried once or twice and nothing happened. I was growing beautiful pumpkins one year, but the groundhog got them. He did. He ate them as a snack and he didn't care. Okay, so let's pull a card or two here. I hear we're going to pull 3 cards. That's what's in store for us today. Okay, and these are all herbs that I do not grow here. These are all ones that I don't grow here. If you grow these, let me know. I think these are hard to grow, though, if you're over in my area. This first one is ginkgo. And ginkgo is all about breakthroughs. Now, I think ginkgo is tough to grow. Let's see what they're telling us. What is the spiritual message of ginkgo, right? And ginkgo and breakthroughs. Let's see. So keywords here are the dawn of a new mind, new ideas, visionary thinking, mental clarity, and resilience. That's wonderful. All good things. So apparently this ginkgo, who knew this? Once common in North America and Europe, they were said to have disappeared from North America 7 million years ago. and from Europe 3 million years ago. They were thought to be extinct, only to be found growing in Chinese monasteries where the monks had been cultivating the trees. They are now considered to be one of the oldest living tree species in the world, with fossils dating over 200 million years old. That's fascinating. If you're interested in stuff like this, by the way, this is the Herbal Astrology Oracle. I highly recommend this to you. So if you like to do readings, but you really just are more of like, instead of for divination, you're more of just like interested in, a little bit of intrigue with it, this is a good deck for you. It could be one, I recommend this one. So, of course, people use the leaves for all kinds of herbal medicines and things like that. And so spiritually, this is guided by the sword of truth, held by the hand of God, rises from the clouds, signaling a moment of a breakthrough. This double-edged sword is encircled by a golden crown, symbolizing the victory of transcendence over illusion. Okay, so bring the light of dawn to the ongoing cycles of darkness within yourself or those experienced on earth. Stay dynamic and fluid and don't allow negativity to cloud your judgment. That is really, really interesting because what did we get earlier was this surrender this card, and it was about the environment and earth and like the cycle that we're seeing and feeling like really overwhelmed. I think for some of you listening, like myself, you're probably a very deep thinker, and the things that we see really tug at us. And they're just wanting us to remember that things are a cycle, even if we can't see it or understand it, but things are a cycle, and there will be a breakthrough with that. So that is a good message, right? So now our next herbal card is passion flower. Passion flower is native in Argentina, where my father is from, and other places, of course, too, in South America. This is I don't grow this here. I thought I was growing it. I don't. This is if you are in my area in New Jersey, this is a annual, not a perennial. I tend to grow a lot of perennials. So let's see. So now, of course, this is named for the Passion of the Christ, right? This flower in particular. And let's see what its spiritual guidance are. Now, I got to tell you a funny story about the passion flower. I was hosting a seed little program at my library for Latinx Heritage Month. And I ordered a bunch of seeds. I wanted them to culturally represent different plants that are native in Latinx countries. So I got this passion flower seeds. And yes, they were from Amazon, and yes, they were not like labeled well, so there was a little janky, right? They were in like a little plastic bag, but I believe they were passion flower. So I had a bunch left over from this program. I take some of these seeds, I plant them in my yard, not thinking anything is going to happen. All these huge vines are growing, and like I let them grow. They're in a flower bed I didn't really want them in. I'm all excited. I'm thinking this is wonderful. I'm like, of course, I ascribe a spiritual meaning to everything. So I'm like, this is like my father is here. He's here in the earth, in the yard. He's noticing a plant from his native land, and I'm all, I text this to my friend who's a gardener. If she's listening, she knows who she is. And I'm like, can you believe this passion flower, how it's growing? This is so amazing. I can't believe it. And she's like, Laura, that is not passion flower. I assure you that is morning glory. And I'm like, and she was right, of course. My plant identifier told me I was wrong. Anyway, passion flower, that was just a little sidebar conversation. So what is it symbolizing? Surrender, sacrifice. Again, the same card we're getting repetitively. They're trying to beat it into us because we had surrender before also. So, and what are we surrendering? Ego. Ego is what they're saying. Passion flower resembles the need to sacrifice in order to make space and to move forward. The all-seeing double-headed owl symbolizes the great understanding perceived from both sides, whether it be upside down or inside out, right? So, of course, the owl is also the symbol of discernment and helps us to illuminate the way, right? You see the owl in the card, a wonderful spirit animal if we need deeper insight. So we are getting another message of discernment here and honoring your intuition. So that is how the passion flower can help you, right? Honor your intuition. My intuition was off, apparently, because I believed that morning glory was passion flower passionately for several weeks. And our last one is an herb, herbs of Jupiter. I cannot pronounce this. Cordyceps? Cordyceps? I have never heard of this. I see the beautiful eagle on here. I see eagles all the time. I don't know if you've been seeing birds of prey like me also, but they've been out and about. I've been seeing them all over. This card symbols revival. Keywords on this one are renewal, soaring to new heights, opportunities, activation, and resurrection. So this is again from traditional Chinese medicine, this particular herb, and it's gathered at high altitudes in Nepal and Tibet. So apparently it has over 1,000 recognized species. Okay, I have not heard of this. And so animals eat it as a wild fungus. Intriguing. Now, what's the guidance for this one? Of course, time to soar to new heights. Energy is available to manifest your greatest dreams. Passion is in alignment with knowledge. Energy is in alignment with matter. Like the eagle, you are blessed with a connection to the divine. And you have an innate ability to live in the realm of spirit, yet remain connected and balanced with the realms of earth. So this message is letting you know that you are going to be rising and healing from whatever has been bringing you down. So your overall message for the week from your guides, that they really, really, really want you to understand and to work with, is surrender. It's the surrender, is letting go, have compassion with yourself, right? Have compassion with yourself and surrender and let go and work through what that means for you. I know that means a little bit something different for everybody depending on your own spiritual practice or your cultural upbringing, but that's what they would like you to work through. And you are going to have breakthroughs. You're going to see breakthroughs where you felt like you were stagnant before. You're going to have a lot of intuitive insights and breakthroughs. Okay? That is your message and your reading for the week. I hope that this week is super fantastic for you. If you're new here, do consider subscribing and sharing this and hitting me with a like. Thank you. I appreciate you for listening. Have